Hey, it's Z, the healing stylist. So on the topic of podcasts, Anchor is probably the easiest and most free way that you could possibly make a podcast. The creation tools and everything that you need are all in one spot on the app. You can record, edit, and everything straight from your phone or your computer, and they'll even distribute to a lot of the major podcast brands like Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and you can make money with no minimum listenership. I'd say go ahead and download that free Anchor app if you're considering it, or go to anchor.fm, anchor.fm. Again, that's anchor.fm to get started. Peace. Welcome everybody. Izzy again, and I wanted to do another maybe just an update really of the things I'll be doing this periodically, since I'm just starting things out, and I want to keep you guys updated on like how things are going to be moving, or how you guys want it to move, but I'll keep everybody else updated as I pretty much respond to and shift things for the sake of the audience. So I definitely have had a lot of support over the weekend. I invited several people to listen, and y'all came through. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I got a lot of compliments on my voice, so I appreciate that too. I've heard that for a while, that my voice is calming and soothing and all that good stuff, which is awesome. Thank you. And I very humbling, I will say that. And I also I've been getting text messages on people's suggestions and like feedback on how they like it, and some of the things I can implement. So I appreciate that too. Like, people are already fully engaged, so thank you. Like, I really wasn't expecting to jump off so quickly, but because of people following through with the follows and the likes and the joins and the shares and all that good stuff, I'm now on, I think, 7 different platforms now. I think they were like, ain't nobody listening to you right now. But once that number jumped up there, they was like, oh, all right. So literally, like, overnight, I got like 5 different platforms when I woke up the next morning. Like, oh, okay. Oh, people actually listened. So I appreciate y'all for that. I also got some feedback from this woman I definitely admire and look forward to her feedback on anything in life, honestly. She doesn't know that, but she'll know it now when she listens, about, making sure that I, kind of stay the course, which, she knows me enough to know that I will go off on a little detour at times, just because that's how my mind works. I just be all over the place sometimes, most of the time, honestly. I think that's a Pisces trait, so shout out to all the Pisces out there, trying to do their thing and keep it together. That struggle is real, and that is our life struggle, but sending y'all energy that, maybe we can figure out the tools and use the resources that are available to us, such as calendars and things of that nature, and alarms, to keep us in the know and to keep us moving towards our goal that we set, and keeping us accountable. Okay? Yes. Amen. All right. For all my Muslims, Ameen, same. But yeah, besides that, stay in the course, with, wanting to find the right fit for my therapy, which I wasn't clear that I definitely am. I just am into multiple modalities. And so I love the mysticism of the emotional coach. I'm thinking about reading more into, so I was raised a Sunni Muslim. I'm thinking about, reading more into Sufism, which is the mystical side of Islam. And so it's almost like the difference between Baptist and Catholic. Those are two different sects of Christianity, I think. Great. Yeah, so it's the same. So Sunni would be one, and then Sufi would be the other. And they just have a lot more spirituality, kind of mystical spirituality, that kind of holds their beliefs together, in how they practice Islam. So I was suggested that might be something that I might be into, and so I'm totally gonna read into that. I haven't. It was actually suggested to me like years ago, and I just was like, oh yeah, I'll do it. I'll definitely look into it, and I just never did. So at this point, I mean, I've had confirmation multiple times over that maybe I should just go on ahead and do that. But yeah, although I love mysticism in all the ways that you possibly can, right? I still, am gonna continue my search for the right fit for therapy. So that wasn't negating the therapy part. Like I said, I didn't think she was, I don't think she's a therapist. And I didn't even tell you guys about the therapy session that I did have. I had one that seemed very promising. And then I have a follow-up just in case that crashes and burns. Because you never know. So I'll tell you about that in another little snippet. This one I just wanted to update you guys on as I maneuver through this podcast life. I will keep you posted on how I'm going to move and shake and change things up, even if it's for the sake of the audience and what they need. I'll do that for you guys too. But I will be having some episodes with Solly, my brother, for those of y'all that don't know. Maybe Sundays with Solly or whatever. He only has off like 1 or 2 days that I have off. I think it's only one. And then Billy, who used to work at the shop, for y'all that don't know, the shop has been around for about 10 years. I think he was with us for about 8. And so he became family, and everybody loved Billy. And if you didn't love him, it was probably you. Like, you were probably the problem. But yeah, or maybe our energies just didn't match, and that's that. It's really that simple. Like, there's no issue there with somebody just not meshing with you. It just is what it is. And then and also cross appearing on other people's podcasts as well. Billy has one, so I'm gonna be on his, I'm sure, at some point. And then I have this friend living out in Washington State, super dope. We shared our early 20s together. Those were my party years. And they also have a podcast, and they just recently changed their name to Zaidi. Just chose it. I don't know if they did the whole, make this thing legal, whatever. I'm in love with it. I'm a Z, so I'm like, why not? More Z's in the world, the better. Anyway, so yes, shout out to the Z's of the world. Shout out to all the Pisces. We out here, and that was just an update real quick. I appreciate you all for following and sharing. Please continue to follow, share, favorite, like, subscribe, whatever the screen says to do. Do that for me if you could, if you must, if you will. You ain't even gotta listen. Just do that, so at least I know there's some form of support going on there. So thanks for listening in, and you know what, text me, anybody who does have my number, or leave me a voice message. I don't know how you do that, but they said that that's possible, to let me know if I should do longer little snippets. I think when I have people on, it'll definitely be longer, but when it's just me, let me know if y'all feel like hearing me talk that long. All right, I'm gonna call it a night now. Deuces.